Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ash of God's Redemption, and let's just continue where we left off. Let's see if we can finish this today or not, depending on how long it takes. Okay, throne room. Hopper Ruley should be in the throne room. Gleda will have to be carried there. Okay, well that's not good. You dart into the throne room and see Hopper. Scribe, healer, whatever you are, you have to figure out how to help my daughter. Just look at her, pale as a ghost. She's barely standing, her forehead's on fire. How do I ease her suffering? How can I protect her? Hopper shrugs. I know no prophecy about your daughter. All I've heard is that the vessel has been chosen and bestowed with a mark. Should you be unable to seal it, you will have to shatter it, lest it be filled with poison. But know that only this same vessel can contain the poison. I do not know how to seal it, what happens afterwards, or if there's any point in shattering it. You are furious. My daughter is not some vessel, and I won't let anyone seal her or unseal her, let alone shatter her. What's the thing trying to possess her? What will happen to her after that? Hopper remains composed. Why do you care? No matter who imposes their will on her, she'll be no more. They will possess her the same way I possessed this body many years ago. The original owner is, for all intents and purposes, dead. Your daughter will meet the same fate. Frozen in sheer anger, you cannot muster a word. Gleda steps forward, speaking through the pain. Tell me, Hopper, who wants to possess me? Who wants me to die? What does it mean to seal the vessel or to shatter it? What poison are you talking about? Answer me! You hug your daughter by the shoulders. Before you speak, Hopper, heed my words. If what you say hurts my daughter in any way, you will become my enemy, and only one of us will leave with his life. You scrutinize the scribe, who seems lost in thought. His idleness is frustrating. You barely retain your composure. What does it mean to seal the vessel? To seal in the same manner one would a bottle, so that not a drop is spilled. To seal the demon away, though I do not know if it is indeed possible. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Even if that were indeed possible, there is no guarantee the demon will not someday escape. Who wants to possess her body? The one more powerful than the Reapers, the same who planted menhirs throughout your land, an omnipotent demon or god. I cannot tell them apart. Even death sounds preferable, though I'd rather die first. What poison are you talking about? The same poison that a world more immense and powerful than Terminum was soaked in. It was destroyed. The same fate may yet befall your world, Thorn. And I've only my sword to help me stop all of this? A needle against a blacksmith's hammer. Funny. That's quite enough. The questions are yours. I merely answer them. Do not ask me for solutions. I've yet to learn what I myself am supposed to do. I think I know what to do, though. I'll not be a vessel to some horror bent on destroying my home, especially if I'm not around to stop it. The mark burns my forehead. It's like it's burning through it. It's time to make a decision. Hopper, Dad won't be able to do it. You're wounded, but you've still got enough strength. You must swear to kill me the moment I lose myself. I think you'll know. Let's go with that. You think Hopper has it in him? I do not know, and I take my vows seriously. I only know that I am not running away until this battle is over. Okay, a Reaper stands in the castle square. You will have to do battle. Considering what happened with Amma, I'm not very thrilled about this, but
Okay.
You run to the castle square and freeze in place. A squad of Gels has broken through, pushing the defenders back, and their leader is the same demonic abomination that spoke to you at the Water Menhir. It grins as it notices you. The temple servant nods. Hey, Birkin! You kept me waiting quite a while. Everything has its fated hour, including your daughter. Would you look at that? Blanche is with us. There's our second sacrifice. The third one is ready too. Only thing left for me to do is exhale, and Rask will find his place on the altar of the gods. But first, let's have a bit of fun. You can still swing that sword of yours, right? You draw your sword. Never thought I'd have to fight some loudmouth, you proclaim with contempt. Your opponent raises his hand and the Gels approach. He then suddenly changes shape, swelling with abominable power. His eyes turn black, his hair becomes matted and oily. You do not get to choose your opponent, Thornbrennan, he says, his hoarse voice echoing through the town square. Hello, Atroc. Boy. Not looking forward to this. Because of that guy. Alright. Sure, there's not a lot of them, but doesn't really matter much. It's at least something. Come on, Brett. Well, that's annoying. Very rude. There's one down. Alright. Unfortunately, you can't reach that guy. Oh boy. I don't like getting closer to that guy. Ouch. Don't know how much damage that did. Again, you can't get there, unfortunately. Oh boy. And I doubt that it's gonna make any difference, but... Ouch. I mean, I'm expecting the same thing to happen here as it did last time. Which means it's not gonna matter that he moves away, but oh well. And then he does his thing, right? No. The battle exhausts you so much that your hands shake, your eyesight fades, and everything becomes a blur. There's only one thing you're certain of. Though slain, the Reaper still lives. He's laughing at you. Fresh blood clots over old blood, and new deaths make you forget past ones. The fight goes on, but Philia's voice rings across the square. Atrak cannot be slain by an ordinary weapon. Your strength fades. Something moves behind Nakoma. One of the fallen is not yet dead? You catch a glimpse of a dark-skinned face under the hood as the stranger lithely jumps to his feet and strikes. He then rolls to the side. Nice, my book. Rask appears before Atrak like a pale phantom, and he watches his body crumble to dust. Rask then shrugs and fades away like fog in the dawning sun's rays. You look at mighty Atrak's decaying flesh and fading features. You think of the monster in Albius, of Terminum's millennium-long curse, and of the invincible evil that even 1,000 warriors like you could not defeat. It's not yet over. Umbra have been taken to the altar, yells Philia. All to the broken men here. To the chapel's ruins. That is where it all ends. Everything was leading to this. Atrak did not heed the warning, and his arrogance was duly rewarded. Atrak's arrogance was rivaled only by his stupidity. Why concern yourself with something so insignificant while witnessing something so profound at work? The deed is done. I feel his coming. He is not your master, Tibibar. Neither is he mine. Dorpkal. Master of Shildau, the archer has deceived us all. You arrive at the square, the assault ends, and the fort falls silent. Not a Reaper in sight, but they feel close by. Something is bound to happen. I'm still me, but I can barely understand anything. It's all a blur in my head. Is this the end? Hopper, will you help me? What am I to a god? Think I've got a powerful spell up my sleeve? Perhaps an amulet? Gleda, this is ridiculous. You can feel something, perhaps? Then tell me how I can help you. Had you followed the path set out for you, you'd have acquired power. Yeah, well, excuse me. Did you think it's some sort of joke? I just didn't have the riddle clear in my head the entire time. Excuse me. That all the riddles were but a game? They were a path to acquire strength, yet you failed to walk it, and now it is too late. Oh, well, I guess we die then. You're a funny man, Blance. Do you think I need your help? You are mistaken. Yeah, whatever. It seems as if time itself has stopped. The once fragile Gleda grows much taller, strengthening her shoulders. She is filled with beauty and horror. Everyone falls to their knees before her. Gleda laughs. I have been asleep for so long. Do not try to stop me. Blah, blah, blah. Don't give a shit. A time has come in which the storm clouds of before seem but feathery wisps, and sorrows past are but trivialities. The sun itself has closed its eyes in sheer horror. Whatever. The true reaping came, leaving no stone unturned and no speck of dust untouched. It spread over the blood-soaked chaos, nigh unstoppable.
Chilla arrived at Hungry Steppe the same day dark clouds loomed over Opacum. She was gazing gloomily over the boundless valley when the menhir was destroyed, and its remains beheld the dreadful ritual. She grimaced, but not because of the deadly desert that awaited. Though the events in Opacum unfolded 1,000 leagues from her, Chilla felt every moment. No miracle occurred. Everything she concocted in Albius's town hall ended the worst way imaginable. Did she know that by going against her deity's will, she'd still be unable to seal it away in someone's flesh and blood? She couldn't answer. The only thing certain is that the horror befalling Terminum can't be stopped now.
Whatever.
Lance never carried out the mission she gave him. He also seems to have realized that her sorcery was not a curse. Same as how 700 years ago, her arrows that kept Blance from getting excarnated in the drowsy deep were not a curse. He went easy on himself. If this is a sacrifice, then hasn't she carried its heaviest burden? Well, if Blance succeeded, that actually would be a surprise. He may be the best of the lower Umbra, but they aren't any different from humans. Well, except for their unusual arrogance and unwarranted boastfulness. Emptiness attracts more emptiness. What's next? There is still far to go. It wasn't like Chilla to give up. She thought not of her daughter, nor even her own plan. A delicate lacework of steel. Nor did she wonder how it would all end. Her ending was nowhere in sight. She thought about her coming journey, and even about her whole life. Being a one-way trip, and about pain and death, burdening more than just Terminum's dwellers. The ones sealed away in the center of that corrupted land have it much worse. That's where she's going. She must make it.
Safely hidden in the Hail Wasteland rests the Salvation Ark. Over 1,000 years ago, divine power brought it to Terminum, a falling star, the spark of a calamity that swept the world. The Umbra and the Kuros departed with haste, and the Ark remained sealed. Ensis only emerge from it when reap time comes. Against the will of her god, Childao resolves to ascertain what went wrong. She hopes that imprisoning the deity will free what remains of her ruined world and its inhabitants. Having lifted the protective charm, Childao freezes in terror. The divine plan has been distorted. Where an elegant sphere should have appeared before her, instead looms the nascent menhir of her god. To gather strength, the awakened deity devours all who slumber in the Ark. 1,005 years after the divine retribution, 3 years after the fall of Opacum, what happened feels like a bad dream, a dream from which some will never wake. Though few still believe it, an ancient god awoke in the Berkhanam fortress that day. To gain a foothold in the physical world, it fed upon the Reaper's strength, parting them from their corporeal shells. None who witnessed this event still live. Once restored, the resurrected god vanished, leaving the world to its fate. Plague ravaged Terminum for several more months, killing nearly a quarter of its population. Once again, the reaping successfully transformed the human world into a place of chaos where those who remain struggle for power and survival. Once free of the Reaper's oppressive spells, the Gales attacked the Frisians on the ruins of Opacum. In the ensuing chaos and bloodshed, many Berkans were able to escape the fortress. Frisia had dealt a staggering blow to Berkana, but without the Reaper's leadership was soon consumed by internal squabbles and bickering. Before long, all of the Frisian warlords were fighting each other, giving the southern kingdoms time to recover and prepare for the next conflict. Berkana's surviving forces united under a new champion, King Trig of Jirana, who earned incredible glory during the defense of Opacum. Brave, steadfast, and gallant of spirit, the people love him. Never has the world seen the southern kingdoms so united. Following the horrific events at Opacum, many Vandals, Gabonans, and even Palians joined forces against Frisia. A most tragic fate remains unknown to mankind. Hopper Ruli, known to some as the Kuro Blance, was severed from his corporeal form at Opacum. His spirit was captured by that of the Umbradorp Call, his former master, and Blance was enslaved once more, a bond he might never break. The future of Terminum remains undecided. The scales have tilted and yet are unbalanced. New heroes may emerge, while old ones vanish without a trace. The story may yet go on, if there is enough vigor, determination, and luck in the world. Whatever. I mean, very anticlimactic for me, and disappointing since it's obviously the bad ending. But whatever. I do have the next game in the series, but I will not be doing that other than privately, if anything. But yeah, that is the end of this playthrough. Apart from the ending and some other parts, it has been enjoyable for me. I mean, weirdly I still see it as worth my time, but yeah. Certainly left a bitter taste in my mouth with this ending, but yeah. I feel like there should be some indications as to when something is of significance to the main story. Because yeah, I have absolutely no intention of, interest in playing this game again. So, I mean, you're basically forced to play it more than once because you're basically, unless you're following a guide, you're doomed to make the wrong choices. Because the right choices, according to the riddle, seem strange. Like trusting that child that offered water is like, everything basically feels bad in this world, so don't trust anything. So why would you trust a child that is obviously not real? Why would you trust that? And the water it's offering you. So yeah. Counterintuitive a lot of the times with the riddle, so yeah. Anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider leaving a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!